Hello and welcome to today's lesson. And essentially, today we are going to be concluding our unit of competency that we've been going through the past few weeks, and that was demonstrate digital literacy. I am going to share my screen so that we can go through the notes together. I believe you can all see the screen. So as I was saying, we are going to be going through the conclusion of our unit of competency, which was demonstrate digital literacy. Now, our unit of competency had a total of 6 topics. The first was computer software and hardware. Second was security measures to data, hardware, and software in an automated environment. The third was computer software in solving tasks. The fourth was internet and email in communication at workplace. The fifth was desktop publishing in official assignments. And the last was presentation packages. Now, for the first topic, we said that computer hardware are the physical components of a computer system, and we went through them. We also said that software is the instructions or programs that tell the hardware what to do. We classified computer software into two, which is system software, which manages the computer's hardware, and the application software, which performs specific tasks for users. Then we moved on to the second topic, which was security measures. And we said in order to protect your data, you need to encrypt sensitive data, you need to regularly back it up, things like that. When it comes to hardware, you need to monitor your hardware for suspicious activity. This could involve using things like CCTV in your laboratory if you have one. Then we talked about keeping your software safe by doing things like updating it. So every time there is an update, you should make sure that your update is, you can do it maybe every few weeks, something like that, to keep your software up to date. And you should also have a plan for responding to software security incidents. So if, for example, there has been a hacking, or maybe your software is being used for the wrong purposes, you should have a way to address an issue like that. Then we moved on to topic 3, which is computer software in solving tasks. And this is where we started to now to really see the application softwares and how they are used and their benefits. We talked about task automation, we talked about information access, we talked about communication and collaboration. We reminded ourselves at the types of computer softwares and talked about system softwares and application softwares. And then I said we are going to mostly concentrate on application software and how we're supposed to use it, and you give examples such as word processing software, which is MS Word, spreadsheets, which is MS Excel, media players, things like port players and VLCs and things like that. And then we moved on to topic 4, which is the internet and email in communication at workplace. And first, we went through the user interface of a Gmail application, and you saw what it has, how you can send emails, how you can see your sent emails, how you can see your inboxes, things like that. And we talked about generally how internet and email has been used in the workplace, and it's mostly used for just talking or transmitting messages between yourself and your clients. We saw the benefits, which are things like enhanced collaboration, reduced costs because now you don't have to travel to every single destination to give your messages. We talked about tips of using the internet and email effectively. We talked about being clear and concise in your communication, using professional language, being respectful, using email for an urgent communication. And if you have something that is urgent, we said that it is best to use things like video conferencing tools, because those are faster. As you speak, your message is actually being heard and being interpreted. And then we moved on to number 5, which was desktop publishing in official assignments. And we talked about the creation of things like brochures, things like flyers, using desktop publishing applications like MS Publisher, Microsoft Publishing. We talked about the key elements, which are basically repeating themselves, if you notice here, because there are things like being clear and concise, being professional, things like that. Over here, we added things like effective use of visuals. We talked about having a professional layout, something that sells what you are, trying to showcase. If it's maybe a business, a brand that you're trying to sell, it should be in line with those colors, in line with those visuals, things like that. And you should proofread our documents to ensure that they do not have any careless grammatical mistakes. Our last topic was presentation packages, and we talked about what our most popular presentation packages are, and we talked about Microsoft PowerPoint, Google Slides. We talked about the features of presentation packages, where we found you can have templates, which are basically like containers for putting information in. We talked about themes, which can be maybe a single color or a single picture. We talked about, using multimedia, using pictures, using charts, using images, things like that. We talked about where these presentations can be used, things like business presentations, educational presentations. We talked about their benefits, where they are easily used. They provide versatility, and we also talked about tips for creating effective presentations, which again are repetitive here, where you keep things simple, you use visuals, things like that. So I believe at this point, all of you should have at least one document of every app. So you should have one Word document, one Excel document, one DTP, one PPT, and you should be able to populate it with anything of your choice. For example, your Excel could be maybe the sales of your business for the past month, something like that. But be sure to use the features that you find in every app. So use different fonts, use different themes, use different transitions, things like that. If you have any questions, please post them in the correct forum, which is the questions, discussions, and comments forum. That is where your trainer is going to be able to get those questions and answer them as soon as possible. If you post them in the other forum, the trainer might not get to them on time. That is the end of our conclusion section of this unit of competency. Thank you for your time.